A relationship between two nuclear powers is unnerving the White House. President Trump saying Tuesday the U.S. doesn't want to see Russia and China work together.
So as a student of history, which I am, and I've watched it all, the first thing you learn is you don't want Russia and China to get together.
Beijing has become a financial lifeline for Moscow since the Ukraine war, and Chinese and Russian power projection has reached America's front door. In 2023, U.S. officials said 11 Chinese and Russian ships met for a joint drill near Alaska's Aleutian Islands. But Trump is casting doubt on that partnership.
And for one reason, Russia has tremendous land, a lot of land, and China doesn't have enough land. Russia has a much smaller population than China. And it's sort of it was always a natural enemy situation. They're probably friendly now, but we're going to be friendly with both. I think we're going to be friendly with both. China needs us in terms of trade very badly, but we have to straighten out the deficit. We have now more than $1 trillion deficit with China. It's not even believable. And we're going to be doing something about that. And with Russia, they would like to have some of our economic power.
He added that Russia has valuable resources that could benefit the U.S.
With Russia, we don't have that much trade, and they'd like to, and we'd like to also. They have some very valuable things for us, including very big forms of rare earth. They have a lot of earth. You know, they have a big chunk of real estate, actually the biggest in the world for a country by far. And on that, they have things that we could use, frankly, and that other people could use.
China News commentator Tang Jingyuan said Trump has been pulling Russia toward the U.S. to weaken its ties with China. That's because the two powers, along with Iran and North Korea, have joined hands, and that they seek to topple the world order led by the United States.
From Trump's perspective, the growing ties between China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea is posing a significant threat, hence the urgent need to break it apart.
North Korea has sent ballistic missiles and 12,000 soldiers to help Russia with its war in Ukraine. Likewise, Iran has provided Russia with thousands of drones. In turn, Russia is helping Iran improve its military, something that could make it harder for Washington to rein in Iran and its nuclear ambitions. A congressional commission held a hearing last month to examine whether China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea are forming a new axis of evil like Germany, Italy, and Japan did during World War II. In 2022, China and Russia declared a no-limits partnership, though Tang said the friendship is much weaker than it looks, owing to historical reasons.
Russia has invaded China in the past, and there are many territory disputes between the two.
Tang also noted that Putin wouldn't be happy acting as a junior partner to Beijing.
A Chinese idiom says two tigers cannot exist on the same mountain, meaning two capable people can't coexist in the same place. Both China and Russia are major powers in Asia, so China's power expansion poses a threat to Russia.
He noted Russia has taken a backseat in its partnership with Beijing because the Kremlin has grown economically dependent on China due to the Ukraine war.
For Putin, a junior partner role like this isn't acceptable, both in terms of psychology or the national interest perspective.
Trump and Putin agreed to an immediate ceasefire on all energy and infrastructure in Ukraine on Tuesday. Also in the call, the two leaders agreed a future with improved relations has huge upside for both the U.S. and Russia. That includes enormous economic deals in peacetime. Tang said the move signals that Trump could help Russia to cut itself loose from its economic reliance on China.